As usual, let us sit with a quiet mind. Is it easy to sit with a quiet mind? Let us spend a few moments settling the mind, and what that means is waiting, waiting until the body and mind settle down. That is, that all thoughts of the day and the life all settle down like particles in water that are heavy enough to find their way in settlement on the floor of a lake. Let us watch these movements. Let us be detached from them until everything settles. During the day, there may be encounters with people who we did not recognize as the divine Lord of the universe. Let us note what reactions we had to such people. Let us now resolve that we recall at least 3 of these, and with a penetrating vision, let us see within them, deep within their hearts, the presence of the shining, all-shining divine. Today may have been dealing with different environments, from the weather to noise to activities. Let us observe these frustrations. Let us detach from them. Let us consider them to be simply dust particles slowly settling in water that will be left pure and clarified. And in amongst these events, there could have been moments of joy, moments of laughter or happiness. These two go into the melting pot of experiences. Let them also be like particles arriving and settling in the lake or the pond of the mind. Let us not be in a hurry as we observe these things. Let us understand that as we sit, we are sitting in the divine presence of the all-shining, the all-radiant, the all-beautiful, the infinite, the undivided, that infinite invisible that we can tangibly feel and we can experience in the pulse, in the heartbeat, in the breath, in the arrival of thought, in the capacity to observe, analyze, deal with. Let us adopt a prayerful attitude. A prayerful attitude is an attitude of receptivity and quiet-centeredness. An attitude where we are able to physically relax and let go, mentally consign all our anxieties at the divine feet. It's an attitude of complete surrender, for there is nothing that we of ourselves can do. We are not agents. We are simply vessels, instruments of divine grace. And as soon as we feel the obstacle of egocentricity, self-identity, we put a barrier for this grace to flow. But even the most severe barrier does not prevent that flow of grace that we call life. And we see it everywhere. The days now are getting longer. We have the opportunity to appreciate the seasonal changes, first buds of spring coming, despite the fact that we may well be feeling still a little cold. We can see a revitalization associated with spring. But first, before we contemplate that, let us feel the presence of this life within us. Let us feel that it is a spirit of generosity and abundant and ever-flowing love that spreads everywhere. Let us feel it first within the body. In order to do this, let us take our digits and arrange them in a mudra. A mudra, a hand sign that signifies something profound to us. As we sit, we can certainly take the forefinger and the thumb. We can join them together. Let us feel the physicality of this touch. Let us feel the pulse. Let us feel that this pulse is moving everywhere. Let us feel that the whole universe is pulsing with the divine rhythm and pulse. We cannot know or see everything, but we know, and we have indications of a vastness beyond ourselves. But within that vastness, intelligence, consciousness is pulsing in its divine and blissful, harmonious way, assuring us that all things are well. Our hands by now will be adopting Jnana Mudra, where the palms are face downwards. If we wish to do the Chin Mudra, then we can slightly move the top of the forefinger down to the crevice of the first of the thumb's digit. There we find we have just arranged a perfect round circle. We can place our palms upwards, indicating not only unity, peace, thankfulness, but also perfection. It is a perfection when fire is induced in wood, but it requires the presence of air. And air and fire and oxygen within the air provides us with a fire that burns. And this is all in the significance of this mudra. Let us relax the entire body, adopting a let-go attitude, knowing that we are supported, that all beings are supported. Let us assert, may all beings be happy, may all beings be peaceful and blissful. But it is really only man that disrupts this harmony. To send a spirit of generosity to all human beings and all beings in different realms, in different universes. The whole universe is dancing in a rhythmic way, a structured way that includes the surprise of creativity. Let us stand and wonder and marvel at this whole play, this whole dance that we call the universe. And this universe is vibrating and dancing to the primary sound syllable of Om. We can mentally repeat this as many times as we wish. And even if you have a special mantra injected, as it were, with potency from a guru, mentally repeat this mantra to steady the mind. Let this mantra or recitation of the divine name infuse our being. Let it sink down into our very core. Let all vibrations be felt emanating from this. Let us use it as an invitation to our most cherished form of this supreme principle. Let us invite this being deep down into the depths of our own psyche, into the blissful cavern of the heart. Until we realize no invitation is necessary, for that resides there and always has and always will. And as we mentally repeat this mantra, let us visualize along with it then the invited presence of our most beloved form of the Supreme. Each person will have a different form, the one that you love the most. Construct a beautiful internal picture, but do not make it a static picture. Infuse it with reality and divinity, and the prayerful attitude that you have will develop into a real conversation, a real inner prayer that involves an opening of the heart and a listening. Can you feel the warmth of the inner flame that stands alight, illuminating the body and the mind from within? Can you feel that inner flame whose warmth is love, whose joy is bliss, whose essence is pure consciousness? Can you mentally offer all that you are, all your history, all your experiences, for good or bad, all your innermost blemishes, and all your positive gifts? Let us offer all of them in prayerful thanks as flowers, all fully accepted. Let us feel that we are supported, not just in our seat, but the breath is supported, the lungs are supported, the mechanism of nutrition is supported. Every organ of the body, so well designed that we don't have to pay any attention to, is well supported, infused with divine intelligence, working without our interference or knowledge. Let us expand our feeling of thankfulness that has arisen through prayer from within. Let us deepen our inmost relationship. Let us sink down deeply into the presence of the infinite ocean of bliss. Let us feel the universality of all being. Let us feel that all divisions fall away, all geometrical shapes get disbanded, and only that supreme divine intimately within us, around us, ultimately dissolving every border. Let us feel this presence. Let us be this presence. And as we sit, let us truly understand that the structure of all these organic cells are like the bricks that hold together the structure designed for this intimate experience, designed for the experience of our own freedom, designed as the mechanism that provides us with function, that allows us to relate to others in a spirit of service. Let us feel that our innermost core, the mind, is ever lit with consciousness and intelligence by that supreme, intimate, indwelling essence. Let us always be connected with this through the use of the sacred name. Let us ask that this being reveal itself fully in our lifetime. Let us feel that we are always present to this infinite, invisible indweller. Let us feel how this intimate indweller manifests itself from age to age and wanders amongst us as a supreme teacher of humanity. We are not alone in our experiences and our sufferings, for every one of these manifested cosmic balancing powers experience intense suffering for the good of humanity. Let us learn to tread the path they trod. Let us learn to be with them in our imagination. Let us assert our sense of peace and blessedness to all. Let us pray that we will never forget this innermost beloved. Let us pray, our adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto Thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient, indweller of all beings. Thou art existence, pure consciousness, and bliss absolute. Grant us and all an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us the inner spiritual strength to resist temptation and control the mind. Free us from all our fetters. Fill us and all our hearts with divine virtues. But let us behold Thee in all names and forms. Let us serve Thee in all names and forms. Let Thy precious and sacred name be on our lips. But let us abide in Thee in every way, forever and ever. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever. In your own time, you may open the eyes and stretch your limbs. Do not get up immediately. is good to play a little music perhaps, or quietly read a text before you get up. But when you do get up, enter back in to your world, your environment, with a new infused or newly infused feeling of the divine presence everywhere. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Om Shekhan, Shekhan, Shekhan.